Alright. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Florencio Files, where we study the man, the myth, the legend. It is, of course, Florencio, the Sewer Mermaid, known because he is a sort of moist, slimy creature that basically lurks underneath the cleaner upper echelons of StarCraft ladder. He lurks in the shadows. He creates weird experiments down there, and he makes weird stuff happen. His opponent in the bottom right side, it's Nick Donsky. And I'm pretty sure that he's actually been playing a lot of random lately. I believe he said he's almost made it to Masters with random, which was a little shocking to me, because I was like, whoa, what? His builds are still absolutely random as all heck. This barracks just went down at 400 minerals. So he's going barracks, gas, into proxy second barracks. Nick Donsky's going to come in here, and I mean, this is blatantly a proxy. But what sort of skill level is this? I have no idea. Nick Donsky sees a second gas go down. It's a pretty late second gas as well. Donsky, I think, might realize there's something up. No, goes for a nexus straight away. Okay. I think Donsky might just think it's a normal double gas build. He's going to try and trade here with the SCV. Florencio clearly has some nasty plans. I think it's probably just 2x Reaper harassment. He does like to run in with a bunch of Reapers whenever he can. Donsky's going to get a second pylon up as well. And he's just kind of building forwards. That probe just poking on up the ramp. Florencio's going to wall him out of the base. And yeah, it is Reaper to start. The probe will have to back off. And Donsky, the Donskinator, we'll see what he can get done. Now, for those who don't know the whole history of Florencio, what's so fascinating about him is because he's so focused always on some very weird goal. Like, I feel like even the most casual players, at the end of the day, 90% of their focus or more is win the game at all costs, right? And there's maybe a little bit like, I'll try to use battle cruisers because I'm trying to get better with them, or I'm trying to learn this style or that style. But for most players, it is basically just like, do whatever in the heat of the moment I feel will make me win the game. Florencio, on the other hand, I feel like it's a subtle change. It's not what will win me the game. It's whatever in the heat of the moment will piss my opponent off the most. What would be the most annoying thing for them to deal with? What would be like those? And the thing is, it often ends up in the same path, and that it does usually lead to victory, but it's a different path to victory, right? Because he's all about breaking his opponents down mentally, throwing enough things at them that are very odd and confusing they've never dealt with before, and then having them fall apart under that pressure. Man, no Stalker out yet. Donsky is actually doing some pretty good probe micro there, pulling back those weak probes, and only loses one. Hey, this is weird. Donsky's got a mixture of high-level and low-level play going on here. Fascinating. Definitely somewhere in the Diamond League, I would say. But Bunker is up at home. Orbital. Very rare you see Florencio make an Orbital this earlier. Oh, man. Hellions. Oh, we're going to have a really early 4 Hellion run by against a guy with 1 Stalk. You got to make gateway units. This is so greedy. He's going Stargate and Twilight 3-gate, but he's not actually building any units. Oh, this is just going to be game over, I think. These 4 aliens could basically just kill him, man. Oh, no. He's in so much trouble. He's in so much trouble. Donskinator. Florencio is building an armory in the back of his base. He's swapping into Widowmine production. The Hellions are ready to go, man. If they go in right now, it's game over. It is absolutely game over. Oh, Florencio is just going to roast some probes. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Donsky. Oh, there is an Oracle almost popping. Actually, there's an Oracle in the production tab, but so many probes going down, man. So many of these probes falling. The Oracle does come in. Oh my God. This is a lot of damage. But remember, Flo's only 1 base. He needs more. And he's going to get more. He gets another shot, another good one. Good spread there from Donsky, but one more Hellion shot could be painful. Oh, the Oracle. No, you gotta... the Oracle ran out of energy. Oh my God. Oh, finally. Donsky does defend. Oh, now Widowmines. Oh, this is terrible. This is so bad right now. Widowmines, and they're invisible Widowmines. Remember, these don't reveal after firing. So he needs detection, but he's only got 1 Oracle. It doesn't have any energy right now. So Donsky's trying to make 3-gate Stalker. He's got 4 Stalkers out and trying to make Oracles. But dude, pull the Oracle away. There's a Widowmine right there. Oh my God. Oh, Donsky is clearly not showing the respect he needs to with his Oracles here. Oh, and Florencio's layering the Widowmines. He's creating what we call a field full of FU. What do we got? Thor on the way now and a starport on the reactor. What the hell? Florencio is trying to create the a nice slow siege here. And he did enough damage, right? 16 probes in total, 14 with the Hellions, 2 with the Widowmines. Oracle actually tagging these Widow Mines and cleaning them up. Donsky's doing pretty well, man. But, uh-oh, look at that. It's a bait. No, 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 Donsky, there's one right there, mate. There's one. No, no, no. Bad. Okay, good Donsky. Oh, he does almost lose a Stalker. He's got to be careful. Donsky, no, 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 no. There's never. Oh, man. It's Florencio. I mean, I guess he probably doesn't know what that Dancraft clan tag means, but you got to realize there's always another Widow Mine, man. Oh, the Stalkers do take out all the Widow Mines, but that is a Thor. 4 Stalkers, I believe, beat a Thor on their own, but not if it's getting repaired. 2 mules drop and an SCV to repair that Thor. The Stalker count, though, a few more of them did make. They could actually probably volley it down, man. A few probes get pulled in here. That wastes a Thor shot. Oh, it's so close. If he can kill the Thor, this is massive. That's massive. He gets to the Thor. Those build so slowly. This is a shutdown. Donsky's actually back in it. Donsky's in it to win it right now. Donsky is building Blink. He's got Stalkers making. He's reprobing up his natural. There's 2 Libs and a Thor in the way, but Stalkers are good versus all those units. And for some reason, Florencio is building a command center on the right side. Because he's Florencio, and he's like, I need command center here. And we're gonna make it Protoss side of the map. I really do feel like people have different accents that give away part of their internal mental state. And I'm pretty sure that a man that has literally eaten an entire solid brick of meth is the man whispering in Florencio's ear, telling him what strategies to do and what thoughts to think. It's the only explanation I can give for the madness that is this man. Stalker's gonna come in, bunker. Oh, can he get it? Oh no! He's just gonna go for it? Oh, Donsky, no, don't do this, Donsky. Oh, he's gonna blink past. Okay, he says, screw that, just ignore the bunker, go for the work. No, just go over here, you don't need to fight it. Donsky! Donsky's lost a bunch of probes at home, only got 3 away out of the 10 on the natural. Looks like Donsky will end up taking everything out on the other side. That's Florencio's entire economy. There's no bunker, no planetary, guys. He's going to get supply blocked eventually, as well as the depots and the command centers get picked off. But it's Florencio is floating a command center into the... Oh, I should have known. This is blatantly obvious now that I think about it. This is so dumb, though. Who supports a planetary, a Thor Liberator push with a planetary fortress? He's trying to make a planetary inside the main base of Donsky. Donsky's pretty good on his Stalker warpins, though. Gets rid of the Liberator with minimal damage. There's a bunch of SCVs in the Thor there. There is not much repair money, though. Big problem for Florencio. He needs to land this, mine some mules so that he can repair, because right now he's out of minerals, and that's a huge problem because repair is so massive with this sort of push. Planetary's about to get up. The Liberator's there. The Stalkers. Careful, mate. Careful. Oh, he's cornered his Stalkers. No, he loses 2 Stalkers. He's got 1 Stalker here. He's bringing 6 of them home from the other side of the map. 3 will recall. I think he should have kept them on the other side to stop the production, but looks like he's going to group those Stalkers up. 4 of them are here. Donsky, put it back in your pants, Donsky. What are you doing, mate? No shield batteries building either. Donsky, why no shield batteries? What is he doing? What's he doing? Florencio's broken him mentally. All he needs to do is keep mining. There's nothing happening, but he's attacking into the planetary Thor Lib. Donsky's being broken mentally, guys. Just don't attack the planetary. He's not denying your mining. Like, you're mining. Just wait till you've got like 20 Stalkers, you win this game. But Donsky's like, ah, I've never seen this before. He gets the Thor. Okay, that was actually a good blink forward. I can get behind that one. The previous one's not so much, but that's really big because there's no real damage. There's 1 Marine, 1 Lib, 1 Widow Mine. Liberator, Widow Mine, Planetary. None of those can hit your buildings. Only the Marine can, which means this is basically shut down. I love the long distance mining, which is going to allow him to repair the Planetary a fair little bit. He's also got the orbital in the corner. He's going to drop 3 mules there, which is awesome. Stalker's coming in. Donsky's doing some fancy micro. Donsky apparently doesn't know what the shield battery is. I love that there's so many Protoss players who just don't know that shield batteries exist still. It's amazing, man. Stalkers, get out of there. Oh, a little bit of an overcommit. But even the repair money force, look at that. Florencio has so little money, but those mules will help out in the bottom left corner. Stalker's coming in. The Oracle is actually going to go after those SCVs. Another Stalker or 2 have gone down. 18 Stalkers have died in this game. Florencio hides those units inside. No! Why are you blinking forward? Donsky! Why? Why would you blink into the Planetary Fortress, the Widow Mine, and the Liberator? Florencio, I feel like this man, honestly, he basically like blows smelling salts into his opponent's face right before the match starts. How do they so consistently just do the dumbest YOLO things? I do not know, but he so consistently gets them to just make dumb mistakes, man. No SCVs have been rebuilt though. Those guys are going to pull to the bottom left corner. He's going to try and get out a Widow Mine And he's got a medevac, so maybe a Widow Mine drop in the mineral line could be effective. Though right now there's one Widow Mine and a Planetary there. Stalkers can target that Widow Mine. Pretty good pullback. Oh, Donsky, you don't want to stand there. No, get out. No! Why are we fighting a Planetary with 5 Stalkers? Why? Somebody answer me this. Oh, man. Watching the funny thing is, like, this is the Planetary. I just want to talk about the Planetary Fortress for a moment, guys. The Planetary Fortress is a 1,500 hit point gargantuan monster. If it has building armor, it has 5 armor. Otherwise, it has 3 base armor. It does 40 damage, splash damage, and it can't move. It can't move. If it's not immediately threatening anything, just ignore it. Just don't go near it. Avoid it. That's it. And if you have overwhelming numbers, take it out. So now I've watched a lot of Florencio files, so I think there's a question that follows up. So for those of you out there, so what's overwhelming numbers? Is it 4 roaches and 3 zerglings? No! Is it 6 stalkers? No! What about if I have 1 immortal and 2 probes? No! These are not overwhelming. It's a bloody super expensive 550 mineral, 150 gas, absolutely ridiculous piece of armor. Wait till you have 20 plus stalkers. And that's if it's got nothing else supporting it, right? Marines, wait till you have like 80 Marines to stim on top of an unsupported Planetary. Otherwise, just go somewhere else. Good blink forward. Donsky gets the Widowman. That was actually a really good snatch. Oracle's going to go to the bottom left and find a missile turret. Oh, watch out, watch out. Donsky does. He's queued up to pull away. Oh, he got a Void Ray. Oh, it's a huge problem. Because if the Widowmine tries to move down to defend, the Stalkers are going to pounce on it. Yep. And Donsky's ready for it. SCV goes down. Widowmine goes down. Some Stalkers will fall. Oh, Widowmine dropping the mineral line. Florencio, he says boom boom in the back door. Let's go. And does a pretty damn nice Widowmine drop. Oh my god, he just wiped out almost all of the economy. Does he have anything behind it? A Thor. If he could get a Thor. Thor beats Oracle's Void Rays pretty well. And it's okay against Stalkers. He's going to start. He's going to start a Thor. Dude, if Florencio wins this game, that's so stupid. There's no gas mining, though. Just 1 gas geyser for him. That's really low gas income. And there's another Oracle and another round of Stalkers. I think Nick Donsky can just go kill him now. If Donsky gets on top of that production, he'll be able to take you out. He's trying to build Marines one at a time. Florencio, oh no. I don't think he's got time, man. If he just had something to distract him with, maybe. But another 3 Stalkers coming across the map. Actually, that's the 3 that he warped in before, but he hadn't control grouped yet. The Oracles turn on their laser beams. The SCVs have been pulled. He's trying to save the factory so the Thor gets out, but that means all the SCVs are dying to the Oracles. Ah, man, the Thor is here. He pops out barely in time. Unfortunately, he's in splash damage mode, which means he does the crap attack. He does the attack that does almost nothing to the Thor. They always pop out in that mode. Nothing you can do about that. And Florencio with a rare loss to Nick Donsky gives him the Donsky. GG, well played. All right, guys, well, we can't just leave it there, can we? That was too short a game, and there's some more good ones for us. So let's actually take a jump over to Florencio playing Zerg. Top right of altitude, he's playing ZVP against Umyron, bro? Umyron? I don't know why there's a G. Umyron G, bro. Umyring? I guess it is technically admiring, but I don't know, man. Normally it's Umyron, bro? Umyron? Rips is Probe is gonna scout nice and oh, Florencio, we've seen this a lot. Florencio getting a taste of his own medicine. He's about to get cannon rushed, ladies and gentlemen. There are some nice trees over here on this map, by the way, rather pretty. And there's a, is that a little snowman? Oh no, it's just a little plant. Never mind. Okay, Florencio's going pool gas pretty early, which is good for him. But Florencio doesn't know about the hatchery, the pylon on the natural. So if he goes for a natural, it will get cannon. The great thing here for Florencio is there's a really good defensive tool if your opponent's trying to attack you, but you naturally take your expansion so effing late that they can't cannon rush you because you're going double gas on 1 base. For those who don't know, double gas on 1 base is objectively the worst play in all of StarCraft and almost never works. 1 base swarm host, maybe, being the rare exception to the rule. But even that build is very silly. Nexus goes down behind this. Oh, what is this? What, guys? What is with... I was casting Salt Mines earlier today as well. What is... That's not... Why is the cannon not behind the wall? Do people not understand? Like, I feel like if you took a bunch of StarCraft players and you told them to set up a defensive position, like, you know, you could script them into your military. You're like, okay, guys, set up camp, set up a perimeter. I feel like they'd put the beds and the sleeping people on the very outside, and the guys on lookout would all be in the middle of the camp at night, staring inwards at a fucking fire to ruin their night vision. Like, I really do feel like you've just got this... and a second cannon right next to it, so they can both get either double biled or killed by 4 banelings. Literally 4 banelings blowing up here will blow the wall wide open and kill all of your defense. Florencio is gonna get his hatchery cancelled though. That's actually pretty bad for him because his hatchery is already so late. But he's playing 1 base Ling Bane. For those who don't know, Ling Bane is one of the most lava intensive unit comps in the game. And lava comes out of hatcheries. And he's gonna lose his second hatchery. Oh no. Oh no. You know he's gonna cancel it. But Umiring is massively overcommitted to this. So this is actually not too bad for Flo. Oh, he lets it finish? Oh no, that's really bad actually. And you know what? Protoss is way ahead. 5 probes. But I did just say that they're very vulnerable to banelings. Oh no. Florencio could probably just make banelings, smash the cannons, and win the game. But remember, guys, that would be probably the path of least resistance. Florencio is that guy if you go rock climbing, and rather than finding the path of least resistance, he's only using his upper body. He's literally doing pull-ups on every hold. He's the man who basically refuses to take the easy way out. Yeah, he's going to drop. Okay. Is this a drop-a-lot? No, that's two. He's got 2 drop. Okay, those will try to be drop-a-lots as well. Okay, so he's going to ferry an army inside the Protoss base. He could drop. This is the worst area to drop. This ridge on this map is kind of annoying in general. But he's going to go back. Okay, he could drop there at least and ferry back and forwards, but it is what it is. More Lings are coming forwards down that right side. He's also making burrow. So I think Florencio probably had this plan from the start. He's like, yeah, man, it's the 1 base, well, 2 base technically because you have 2 hatcheries. But essentially only 1 base of work, a Ling Bane attack. Yeah, man. He's going to run in with the Zerglings. Oh, no. Umiring. A lot of probes already going down. This big damage, man. There are 3 Zealots, which are actually pretty good at fighting Zerglings. Zealots are the best kind of raw stats for a Protoss early gateway unit that you have. So the Zealots are going to take out a few of these Zerglings very quickly. And Florencio's going to have to back away. Oh, Burrow's not done. Burrow is not done. Oh, he needs like just... There we go. It's finished. He's going to go Overlord speed now as well. There's Banelings on the right side. Okay, these guys are just going to run in circles. He runs around in a circle and then morphs Banelings in the corner. Myring is definitely going to find... Go kill them! No, go kill... You're literally catching the... You could kill like half those Banelings before they finished morphing. Oh my god. Oh no. The Banelings are running into the mineral line and burrowing in the Oh my god. In his face as well. He's like, hey buddy, what you gonna do about this? Oh my god, Florencio, what is this torture you are putting on this poor silly Protoss player? Cannons are trying to walk their way up to the main because that's the only detection. He needs to build a new pylon over there so we can get a cannon in there. The probes are trying to run away. The probes are gonna run out the front wall. Cannon that build it over here. That's not gonna see all of them, is it? Oh, he should really build that cannon there. And then be trying to build a pylon here and a cannon over here as well. If he does that, he can clean this up. And all the probes are here. Oh my god, the probes. Oh my god. They all are deep in the red, but guess what? He didn't actually kill that many. He's only killed 12 probes this game. Protoss is still at 19 workers. Oh my god, they went back to mining. Why are you still... And now he's rallied to the main. He's like, oh, well, that's a dangerous area. No, all the Banelings got detonated, you dummy. But because he thought they got detonated by this cannon when he killed the top one, he didn't know there was more. He's now building more cannons and rallying to the main base because he's like, oh, the main base is safe, right? So Florencio is getting a chance to unburrow those Banelings and torture this poor fool. I think my favorite thing as well is this guy's just like XDing and stuff because he's like, I did a doo-doo, didn't I? And you just did a real cool. You did a funny. I think he's very aware of the fact that he's being trolled a little bit. This cannon does not see anything. It's also not at the extent of the pylon's power field. Everything is panic clicks right now. The great thing here is that Florencio's macro just absolutely sucks, guys. It is one of the worst things. His Zerg macro, his Terran macro actually caught up a lot. His Protoss macro was never amazing, but his Zerg macro especially is like a thing of legends. Never does this man build extra hatcheries before going in with the pressure. It's always after all the pressure has died down. And once again, I mean, he's going 4 bases at once, which is great. But the question is, can he actually drone up? I think he just queued like 6 injects on the hatchery, so at least it'll auto-inject from now. He's going to go Spire. Interesting. I do feel if the Protoss player just chronos probes and holds that button down, they'll be fine. Looks like the Banelings did get a few more probes. Oh, no. Oh, no. How many went down? And now he's rallied away from the main because he's afraid of having that covered. Which means he's going to need to build another pylon, another cannon here, yeah? Oh, my God. I'll have to go back and check that one at the end of the game, guys. I just didn't want to keep an eye on those Banelings for too long because it could have been a few minutes before the probe count built up. I thought Florencio was really going to wait and then detonate when there was like 20 probes on the mineral line. I think he probably got about 5, maybe 10. Cannons do go down to the Ling Bane. So Florencio's going to clean this up. I wonder, has he hotkeyed all of his hatcheries? He has. So all of his hatcheries are rallied to this base, which is a little off center, but yeah, not too bad. And meanwhile, looks like Myring is back up 6 workers. How is Florencio at 8 minutes at 17 workers, guys? Did I just see that right? Okay, like 10 workers just popped out, but still. That said 17 workers for a second there. Wow. That is impressive. Burrowed Zerglings are blocking the 3rd base options. Oh, that's annoying. A Stargate and a Robo go down. Myring going for the really clever, I'm going to build every piece of tech. The thing is, the Stargate's actually really good because mutas are on the way. So the whole thing is right. Mutas get hard counted by Phoenix. And Robo, of course, is never a bad idea. Getting detection and all the rest of it. A hallucinated Oracle. If that sees the mutas coming, that could help. You know why mutas are a bad idea? There's already cannons everywhere. The only open area is the main mineral line. But the natural is like pretty much completely covered. I mean, technically mutas could just fly around the bottom and hang out over here. But it's close to fully defended. So I actually don't think mutas was a very wise decision. The hallucination flies across Caesar hatchery and then gets F2'd home. Fantastic control. Myring apparently attended Heroes School of only ever use the select all army key. I love it. I love it. We've got a Phoenix on the way as well as an observer. Going to be some scouting. And that's going to be very effective because the muta count's growing. And if you're already building Phoenix, that's going to be a very necessary tool to help defend this. Protoss is going to counterattack with 3 Zealots, 3 Stalkers, and a Sentry. Hot diddly damn. If that ain't a drunk man's move out, then I don't know what is, guys. Moving out with a Phoenix as well because, you know, F2, a single Void Ray building. The worker count's still ahead for Protoss. How? How is it still ahead for Protoss? There's enough mutas to take this on most likely, but... Oh, the Phoenix flies into the Spore Crawler range, and now the mutas can take it out nice and easy. But they're not focusing. You gotta click on the Phoenix, bro. Oh my god, the Phoenix micro definitely leaving something to be desired. Florencio actually pulled a weak Mutalisk back. Believe it or not, a few Zealots will recall home. The Phoenix will die. A great cleanup for Florencio. And he can now go back to droning. He's building some Corruptors as well. Mutas and Lings coming across the map. What have we got? Stalkers, Void Rays building here. Myring is in what I would best call a disaster of a situation right now. But there is one thing working in his favor. He's playing Florencio. And if there's one guy who might just fly his Mutalisks into cannons and lose them, it's definitely Florencio. He sees the cannons and pulls away, though. Looks like Florencio hasn't been sniffing too much petrol today. We'll see. For those who don't know, you guys should really be careful with your cleaning fluids when you're washing your car, as well as, you know, petrol, gas, as you call it in America, even though it's a liquid. You guys, crazy. You guys are you crazy names. Yeah, but any runoff, be careful with anything that goes down the drain, remember, ends up in Florencio's house. So if you guys are there washing your car with really, you know, strong industrial products, on the pavement, goes down, runs down the stormwater, goes in, this man ends up ingesting it, okay? So I just want you all to remember that our bad environmental practices as a society are part of why Florencio is the way he is. I guarantee you, almost certainly, he would not have evolved to be such a disgusting cheeser if you guys weren't so bad with taking care of the environment, you know? But everyone's out there just chucking junk away, throwing away dangerous chemicals. There's spills and things going on. Oh, hey, observers are here. And 2 Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix micro too. Florencio taking a very questionable engagement here, guys. And yet he's continuing to commit to it. And that's a pretty good hold for Myring, who can now take a 3rd base. The Phoenix is going to fly across the map now. For those who don't know, Phoenix are one of the biggest hard counters to mutas. However, it relies on incredibly fancy micro, not just clicking 2 Phoenix into 8 Mutalisks. Something new Myring is learning the hard way here as he just clicks his bloody Phoenix into the enemy army. Now behind this, Florencio has managed to keep the worker count almost identical this whole time, which is actually impressive, because when you're a 4 base and your opponent can't get a third, to have an equal worker count, that's actually an achievement in of itself. Most people would accidentally have double the workers without even thinking about it. Florencio, on the other hand, physically incapable of getting economically ahead in a game of StarCraft. Not until he's actually totally killed his opponent's will to continue on. You know what else is insane? Protoss is getting a third, actually building workers, getting upgrades, still low on production. But if they actually build an army that scales up a little bit, then they could be in a good spot. Florencio is swapping into Hydras. Protoss is also getting 1-1 upgrades, which is going to be a big advantage. But yeah, if they go mass charge, I could see them doing it. Otherwise, they probably going to need to go like, you know, Archon, Storm, Colossus, any sort of unit that scales really well into the big fights. Florencio's going for Hydra move speed. No Groove Spine started just yet, and he's just massing Hydras off 46 drones. This is a huge commitment for Florencio up against a player who's going to take a 4th. You Myring taking a 4th. For those who don't know, in this sort of messy game, normally taking an early 4th is good, but because you Myring lost so many workers early, their bases are still pretty fresh. This wall-off is hurting my brain. That's a bit of an awkward one, but it is what it is. More gateways are going down. Still building Phoenix one at a time, though. The problem with Myring is they're building not a unit composition, they're building a random set of everything. Some Stalkers, some Zealots, some Phoenix. They need to actually build something that fights, otherwise they're going to get overwhelmed. Florencio coming with a huge Hydra army, and Myring just does not have an answer to it right now. Oh god, the batteries can obviously help out, but Florencio is smart enough to back away from that. There's a bunch of cannons on the natural as well. Actually, Myring might be able to hang on. Myring might be able to... Oh, you got to be careful with the micro, though. Stalker's doing pretty well with the battery. The Phoenix are going to get gunned down pretty quickly, though. Muta's almost gone. Florencio's got a Lurker den behind this as well. The real problem here is that Myring just doesn't have any splash damage. Imagine 1 or 2 disruptors, you know, a few Colossus. It changes everything. There is a Robo-Up as well. So if Myring starts building Immortals, Charge, anything like that, it could be big. But instead, we keep seeing like random gases go down. So you can tell that Myring kind of just does things randomly rather than having any actual kind of idea of what sort of production they want. It's like, here's a Nexus, here's some Pylons, here's more Stalkers, here's more Stalkers. 1-1 Stalkers aren't bad, but unless you've got God tier micro, you're not going to be at Hydras. And he's making Lurkers right outside the base. Florencio's going super, super aggressive. 45 drones or die trying. Myring's actually got a big economy advantage, and he's starting Immortal production. Templar Archives is on the way as well. More gateways coming in, but Myring is spending so much money on workers with no map vision, and that's a big issue. If even one of these observers went out, could move out and take this army out right now. But now the Lurkers are done, the window sort of closes, and oh my god, mass Ling behind against a player with no splash damage. I think Florencio is about to finish this game off, guys. Myring actually got back in this game after doing some of the worst initial baneling drop defense I've ever seen. But even though the macro is good, the army comp sucks balls. Mass unupgraded Stalker. Yeah, they've got 1-1, but no blink. No Zealots, no Archons, no splash damage. That's a bit too deep in the game for that. Zerg can just swarm you with the basic boys. The Zerglings, Hydras, Lurkers coming in from every side. And that is going to be Florencio finishing this game off with a rather deadly strategy. Very well played by Florencio. I gotta say, getting cannon does play into his advantage, but what's almost more amazing is the fact that the Protoss player didn't lose any probes, ran all the probes, clumped them over here, got them baneling dropped, somehow still not that many died, and then decided, knowing there was banelings in the Widow Mines, to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go in here and mine. Not once, not twice, but 3 separate occasions. Move probes back to mining in a mineral line where they knew banelings were burrowed, because they saw when they burrowed, ran away, and then like a minute later they're like, why wasn't I mining my main base again? I'll just send my probes back and get blown up. Florencio, as always, putting players in weird situations. Their adrenaline's pumping, their heart is beating fast, you know, palms are sweaty, and he on the other hand has just got that demented shit-eating grin on his face as he knows he's taking another person by the hand, another little boy who just wanted to take his little paper boat and, you know, see if it would sail down the drain as it's raining. And he said, hey, hey, Protoss, you want to see a surprise? And unfortunately, the Protoss player was a bit too stupid and he said, okay. Took him by the hand and got bloody eaten by the absolute disgusting Sewer Mermaid monster. Storm's coming in. Storm's a pretty good upgrade, but it doesn't really deal with Lurkers. And we're still building Void Rays. Oh, man. I love how there's like this point on the ladder below like Diamond 2 where players just like every Protoss player just builds a random set of units and they just keep building Void Rays all game. They're like, they're really good units, right? And you're like, they're the worst value for statistics unit in the game of StarCraft outside of specific one-on-one interactions with units that they hard counter like Corruptors. People are like, so if I just spend all of my money on them, it'll be good, right? I'm like, Archons, Immortals, Zealots, Colossus, those are reliable units that will almost always get the job done. And they're like, all right, I'll keep making single Void Rays and Phoenix. And I'm like, oh. The number of Protoss players that without any mechanical improvements and the most basic understanding of how to just make units that shoot better, it's one of those things where sometimes I'm like, is Protoss actually easier than the other races? Is it just like you just need to basically play it like an auto ballot? No, it's not. But you can make it not as hard as trying to manage such a convoluted composition as this. Oh, the Lurkers are going to run right past. Florencio is just going to shove it in for the finish. The Lurkers get stormed. It's a pretty big storm, but Lurkers are tanky boys. 200 hit points, even with storms in the middle of them. You can see it's going to take every storm in that whole army just to clear the Lurkers. And the Observer gets shot down. GG, well played. Florencio there showing once again that his Zerg play creates some of the silliest games I've ever seen. I love that Planetary in game 1 though, especially. I would say second game, not bad. Game 1, supporting a Thor Liberator push with a Planetary has to be the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. And it actually was not effective. That's why it's so dumb. It's like you're spending so much money to get this stuff and the stalkers go around and just kill everything. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the support. Especially thanks to our Patreon supporters. If you guys want to hop on board, check out the link down below in the description. Thank you so much, especially to Jacob G and Maxan. And click on one of these other videos on screen and check them out if you want to see more Florencio files. We'll see you in the next episode, everybody. Goodbye and good night.